Hi, it's me at the Fink Lab again. I'm going to do an experiment, and I'm hoping that Mr. Pemley will explain it, but he's not wanting to do that. So I'm going to do the best I can, and maybe he can correct me in the background. But so what you want to do is you want to get some really, really cold water. Did you tell me to pour a little out?
No, I think take a chance.
Okay, we're going to take a chance because I spilled so much yesterday. Why not? Then you need an adult to heat up some water. That's very hot water. I don't know if you can see the steam. See the steam? Cool. And then you want to add red, or well, red, it kind of simulates volcano lava. That's why we're doing that. You cut a piece of plastic bag, put it over the top, and secure it with a hair tie. Ow. And that's hot, so you might need your adults' help. Then you're going to take this hot water. That's not going to break the glass, is it?
I don't think so.
Okay. Hopefully it won't break the glass. And then you carefully, gently put it into the cold water. And you want to make sure that there is space on the top. I don't know. I think I want a little more cold water.
I think you're perfect.
Okay. Then you're going to take something pointy, like I have this skewer, and you're going to take it and you're going to poke a hole into the plastic because you want to release that hot water. And now you're going to see, I'm just going to put it in the middle a little bit more. You're going to see what happens when the hot water gets released. It takes a little bit.
Several holes, maybe.
Okay.
Because your bubbles have to get out.
I'm releasing the air that's trapped in there. I don't know, maybe I should have filled it all the way to the top. So what's happening, Mr. Pemley?
Well, I just think that you should poke more holes so that the air comes out.
Okay, let's get that air out of that because we want the water. Do you see all the bubbles coming up? Ooh, 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 ooh. Did you see that? Did you see how the red is rising?
Don't move it.
I'm not supposed to move it. Should I poke another hole in it?
Do it! Do it! Is all the air gone?
Oh, it is coming through. Do you see that the red's coming out?
All the air's gone, we're fine.
Okay, so I wanted to use blue. I thought it might be a little darker. Here, let me see if I can put a white background back here. Do you see how it's erupting? So the warm water, if you ever mix warm water and cold water together, I don't know if you've ever noticed there's kind of like you can kind of see the cold water or the warm water swirling in the cold water sometimes. Almost like oil, but invisible. So
like heat waves out of a window in a cold day or something like that. I mean, people have seen that stuff.
So why is it erupting, Mr. Pemley?
Well, the red water is hot, so the molecules are moving more. That's what heat is. Molecules are the little tiny particles moving. And because of that, they move enough that they get further apart. So they're lighter. That's a low density. And the other water is colder, so the molecules stay together and they have a higher density. So they sink. Hot water rises, cold water sinks. I bet if you took a baster with some blue water in it and put it in there and released it, it might go one side or the other.
Really? Should we try that since we have time here?
Do it.
What temperature should the water be, Todd, in the baster?
Well, we're gonna try blue cold water, right?
Cold water. So I'm gonna get some cold water from the refrigerator.
That'd be one way of doing it.
All right. So keep watching that erupt. See how the bottom part is still clear? Because the warm water is rising.
Well, it isn't clear inside the bottle, right?
Well, I'm just saying that the red is pretty much on the top, staying on the top, and
How are you gonna get the blue in there?
I thought I was going to inject it.
No, I put the blue in the blue water.
Well, I can do it this
Yeah,
way.
you can do it like that. You sure can.
Okay, so we're gonna put some blue.
Well, have them guess. What's going to happen to the blue water if it's cold?
Yeah, what's gonna happen to the blue water? The blue water is cold. The red water is hot. And Mr. Pemley's telling me to just inject it in there.
I'd put it at the level of the top of the bottle.
So right
Careful,
here.
No, you're gonna turn it over with your finger. There you go.
So like
And then
that.
Put it down there. Yeah, so they can see it.
Do you see the blue water? What's happening to the blue water? Is it rising to the top, or is it sinking? Remember, Mr. Pemley said that the cold water has more density, and that means basically that there's more weight because the molecules aren't moving.
That's what makes something cold.
So see the blues going to the bottom, and then the red is staying at the top. Let's put a piece of it. See that? Pretty cool. So this kind of explains a little bit about density because the warm water has lots of particles that are moving around, and it's lighter in density, so it rises to the top. And the cold water the molecules,
just as many particles, and they're just as tiny, but they aren't moving as fast.
They aren't moving as fast, so they are heavier, and they go to the bottom.
Higher density. Higher
density, lower density. Warm water is lower density, cold water is higher density. So there you go. Another success. Hopefully you should be able to do this because you have everything. It's just finding the containers that might be a little difficult, but the only other ingredient you need is food coloring and maybe a baster if you want to try out the see, I got to spill at least once in all my experiments. If you want to try out the cold and the hot. All right, and there you go. Thank you. Happy end of spring break. Next week we will be talking about the rainforest. So get ready for that. And there were a couple things I wanted to tell you, and now I can't remember. I should always write them down. I can't remember. So we'll see you on Monday. I'm going up to Door County to my cabin again. Maybe I'll do a little tour of the cabin for you to see. All right? Goodbye.